So, do you think LeBron going on the 76ers is going to affect this matchup at all? Do you think it's going to change how Aang can attack or anything, you know?
Possibly. I mean, he might be a little bit like out of the game. I feel like it's really an unexpected like move for LeBron, but that's just me. We can only see how that really affects everything once Aang gets into it. Cause
Yeah. And I have one more question for you.
what?
I have one more question for you. How does this affect LeBron versus Sora,
LeBron still wins.
our favorite matchup?
LeBron still
Yeah.
wins. LeBron still wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sora doesn't have that longevity.
Uh, last comment, guys. Welcome to the Aang Slaughterhouse, where we just slaughter Aang for no reason. I don't care about Genshin
I just
Impact.
hate bald people.
Oh. Well, luckily I'm not one of those
You
guys.
especially.
Alright.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, united by the
fuck it.
master of the elements, the Avatar.
This avatar reincarnated as different people for centuries, all with their own struggles. And man, was that true for our boy Aang.
Not at first, of course, thanks to his master and guardian, Yatsen.
You know, that's
As
funny.
a cheeky little air
I don't want
Aang
to
traveled
get in the
the world
way
causing
of their thing,
all
but
while learning to control
I think that's the
winds
fastest
with
we actually start in the video.
Facing
Usually we have a
the
little
real-life
preamble.
martial art Baba
Yeah.
Zhang, airbending is the most spiritual of the four bending styles, focusing on evading and diverting attacks through circular motions. With even the smallest movement, Aang can create tornadoes, run like the wind, and block hypersonic explosions.
The perfect style for a twinkle-toed goofball like Aang. He even invented his own technique, the air scooter. How does he not fall off that thing?
Add in a glider staff for flight, and the sky was the limit. But you know how it goes.
You left me
Everything
no
changed
choice.
when the Fire Nation attacked. Their conquest spread, war was inevitable, and Aang was
If you
the
know,
only
you know.
one who could save the world.
You know,
Yeah,
ball.
he wasn't happy with all that, and being forcibly separated from Gyatso. He was just a kid, so he froze up. Like, literally, he accidentally froze himself in his adorable Sky Bison Appa for 100 years.
Until he was awakened by the Water Tribe siblings Katara and Sokka. Time wasn't kind to Aang's people. With
Jesus.
no Avatar to keep balance, the Airbenders,
Yeah.
Aang's entire culture, were wiped out by the Fire Nation.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. But Aang took the wake-up call to heart.
As the Avatar, it's Aang's duty to understand.
I mean, does
the
he have,
local
like,
people,
any
learning their culture,
way
their sadness, joy, and humanity.
And what
to,
better
like,
way to do that than learning how they kick
damage
From
the
the
traveler?
Northern Water Tribe and his twin crush, Aang learned waterbending.
Probably not. They'll probably talk about it, but you can't take away bending. I don't know if that would work on a traveler though, because I don't know how. I don't know jack shit about Genshin Impact. I'm not gonna lie, so I don't know if that even plays
Being a
back.
wimpy pushover. Now he can armor himself in stone, move the terrain of entire cities, and fight blind with a sonar-style seismic sense.
Earthbending is themed around the steady stances of Hung Quan Kung Fu, waiting for the right moment to strike head-on.
There was a lot to learn, but even with the world at stake and this moody hothead on his tail, Aang had fun doing it. Who could forget the adventures penguin sledding, going through the bending bayous, and living in Ba Sing Se, the city where no wars ever happened.
Yet across his
Oops.
journey, one power eluded Aang, the Avatar state. An enhanced
I think
mode of
spirit
being
bending
that
might
came to
give
him in
him
moments of
something,
peril.
but
Sure,
I don't.
if Aang dies in it,
I think-
the Avatar cycle
Yeah.
ends permanently, but who cares?
I think
That
people were
gives you
saying
enough
either
power to
that's
wipe
not
out
how
a whole Navy fleet.
Come on, Boomstick. The
Genshin
Avatar
Impact
state is
works,
more than just a
or
power
it just
amp.
wouldn't work anyway because of
Jocelyn, How long
stats.
have you been standing there?
I've
Yeah.
been here the whole time.
Pass the controller!
Our talk is, through the cosmic power of the avatars before him and the ancient spirit Rava, Aang gains the knowledge and experience of all previous avatars, greatly expanding his bending options. Lava bending from Avatar Roku.
And when Aang
sonic
dies, they're gonna
showers
give
from
him the
Avatar
experience
Yang
tab.
Chen, and even more are
Dude, that's what I was
theoretically
thinking.
available to him through their memories.
Oh,
What
I
plus
get it.
signs could they
You
even
can't
give
just
him?
grind your way to controlling the Avatar state.
Right. If Aang wanted
funny.
to stop Fire Lord Ozai, he needed
Won the
something
moral
else.
victory?
He needed onion banana juice.
Yeah, technically, I suppose. Gross.
Specifically, Aang sought the guidance of Guru Patek. Mastering his power meant clearing his chakras, emptying his mind of earthly attachments. Seems simple, but this also meant rejecting his feelings for Katara, the person he loved most.
When he had to choose between the world or the girl, Aang followed his heart, and it didn't end well.
He got better. Aang was determined to understand the world's people, even the enemy Fire Nation. Something he accomplished thanks to the redeemed Prince Zuko, the Sun Warriors.
And these two honkin' dragons! Aang was scared of firebending, but it's totally awesome. It's not just about burning and blowing shit up. Okay, well it is, but there's so much more to it.
Formed from the explosive movements of Shaolin Kung Fu, firebending controls all manner of heat. And through the teachings of fire and water, he can redirect lightning bending, a burst of atmospheric discharge shot at over 200,000 miles per hour.
Iroh, the best uncle ever, used his techniques to redirect natural lightning. So, you know it's the real deal. Not crazy enough? At his peak, Aang surpassed benders who could throw buildings, melt stone, and hold up this gigantic library solo. Whooping Ozai's butt should be no problem, right?
Not exactly.
What the fuck?
You see, the air nomads were pacifists who believed in the value of life above all. Being the last airbender, Aang didn't think his people were truly gone unless he went back on their teachings, meaning he really didn't want to kill Ozai.
So, what, he's just a coward now? Mr. Firelord is about to burn down the entire Earth Kingdom!
Not at all. Are you even listening? Aang was simply at odds with what he wanted. and
Yeah,
what the
why are you a
world
pussy,
expected,
Aang? You
so
should
he
just
needed to
kill
make
and
a
murder
choice.
them.
Right. In his greatest challenge yet, Aang discovered
Dang, just kill people, man. It's so much easier.
Like my favorite hero, Superman.
The Avatar state.
Making him as strong as avatars who
Superman
could cause
kills
hurricanes,
people.
tsunamis, and
Batman doesn't, and
volcanic
that's why he
eruptions.
sucks. That's why Punisher's the best.
Exactly.
As in, she broke off nearly 30
And if
square
even if
miles
you
of
want a
peninsula
pacifist like
before a
Homelander,
new
like
landmass. But to defeat Ozai, Aang needed
it's just
one final
he's just
element,
not as cool,
something
man.
few avatars had been before.
The propaganda is crazy.
Not the easiest thing to do.
What are you talking about?
He overwhelmed Ozai, severing the
Don't tell me you're a fucking
tyrant's
Starlighter.
fire and stopping his invasion, all while keeping his no-kill run intact. The ultimate FU to this warlord's ideology.
Now that the Fire Nation had cooled off,
Ugh.
Aang led a new era of peace with the United Republic of Nations, a place where all people could prosper, and where a new generation and a new avatar.
And then Korra would fuck it all up. Yo, they hate Korra, bruh. I'm not gonna lie.
Shippers.
I will end you.
For all his doubts, Aang fulfilled
Nice
the
job,
Avatar's
Korra.
destiny and then some.
You ruined
And he did it in a
everything.
way
Like,
that was
I don't
true to
even
who he was.
mind
Because
Korra,
before
but
being the Avatar,
with that new
or even
trailer,
an airbender,
yo, they
the
definitely
greatest
hate her,
thing
bro.
he could ever be was himself. All in a day's work for a free, fun-loving kid.
I never watched for her, but I do
That
think
was
it's
coming
interesting
up
to
thanks
go
this episode's sponsor,
more of a route of like,
King's Casino.
Big news from the
no, I don't do
casino.
no gambling.
No, thank you.
Welcome
I do think it's interesting to go more about like this is a great bender, but it's her personality and her character that's her flaw that's holding her back, not really like her skills, you know?
Yeah.
Ether.
AKA
I think it's also the
a
world.
traveler who escaped his dying world with
Because I think
Yeah.
they established that like
in search
the
of
Avatar isn't really
flowers
needed
that
in this
bloomed on their lost home,
new world.
only to crash land, awaken to an apocalypse, and get cubed by
Yeah.
this jerk.
Separated from his sister, Aether awoke, again, in a new, less apocalyptic age, and fished up his own pathetic pet pixie, Paimon.
Yeah, she makes for good emergency food. With his new guide, Traveler to the windy country of Mondstadt.
Do you know
Like a
any
link to the past, but got a breath
any
of the
lick of
wild
Genshin
glider
Impact,
instead.
like
And
even
his
like a
first
small amount?
element,
Because I feel like
Anemo,
all I
letting him
know
make air
is that
slides,
like
tornadoes, and of course,
some of the character designs are cute.
But guess
Some of the
what?
abilities
Traveler
have good
wasn't the only
effects.
one with a power like this. The
Uh,
mat was full of blessed people
and what?
building these relic things called visions.
The
Vision
gacha system
bearers
is
can imbue their
as
weapons
good
and
as any
bodies
other
with
gacha
elemental
system.
power, summon items, and use
Yeah.
a special,
I know
vision
nothing about
to
it.
perceive the elements around them.
I never really cared for it. I remember when it first was revealed, and everyone was like, "Yo, this is like a Breath of the Wild clone."
Yeah.
No vision relic needed for him.
Each nation had a
That's
new
basically
culture,
all I know
a
about
new
it.
element.
And the only thing I've always told myself, like, hey, I will play this game if they add Dante, but they're not gonna add Dante, so I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Corpse couldn't tell him where his sis was, but he was roped in anyway and got the Geo ability to form rock constructs and eruptions of Earth.
When Aether ventured to Inazuma, he didn't care about its war with the Vision Bearers and their Archon either.
You can make
until
me
he
play,
saw
like,
the
almost
suffering
anything if you add
caused by
Dante
his
to it, man.
tyrannical rule, and
No,
They made
I-
like this really crappy Street Fighter mobile game, and like when they launched it, they added Dante to it. And I remember I was playing that shit for weeks trying to get him.
And
And the second the event ended, like I just gave up because I didn't get Dante. I just closed the game, never downloaded it again.
That's how it is, though.
You know the type.
I mean,
It's that serious.
Yeah,
It's Dante.
has its own laws, Boomstick.
Exactly.
Many twinks being
He was a
one of
Clyde
them.
victim.
Maybe 2 or 3 of them actually.
I wonder if they did any crossovers. I actually don't know. I don't think
I know
so.
everything there is to know about the
Oh, no.
Genshin meta.
Most-
Ether can mix
most,
elements with different reactions.
games like these actually
Basically,
do.
Big elemental combinations. Geo crystallizes materials into special barriers.
I think they did a
Electric
crossover
mixed
with
water
like
stuns
Alloy
foes.
from Horizon Zero Dawn. That was like years
Spreads
ago.
elements around in
Oh.
swirls of destruction. Boom!
Like how I combine beer and gunpowder.
Exactly, Boomstick. Using Dendro, Traveler can form plant life that, when mixed with water and lightning, makes homing beams. Yeah, run from that. With enough clever thinking and artifact farming, you can combine anything in Genshin.
Okay, we get it. Go lose another 50-50, you whale.
I'll show you a whale. Drop one on your lap next time you're not looking.
In Sumeru, Traveler later beat Scaramouche, an edgy catboy with multiple elements at his fingertips, all in a time loop that got repeated 168 times.
Speaking of time, Aether had control of more than just his own future. Tevet's fate fundamentally changed in ways small and grand, all through his unending willpower.
Because the Traveler was a descender, someone unbound by the land's destiny. Even this big tree that
Simone the
records
Digger?
all of the world's events had no idea he existed.
Like when he helped defy the judgment of a
Bro,
big
bro,
flood
fight
in
the
Fontaine,
gotcha.
where he mastered Hydro for his best Cuphead impression with water bullets.
Heck, a dinosaur chose not to blow up the world. just
That'd actually be
because Paimon
crazy.
and Traveler befriended it. If that
Imagine using
wasn't
your,
good
like,
enough, Traveler can, unrelated,
willpower
turn
to,
into a
like,
dinosaur.
make the
Hell
50-50
yeah.
like 100%.
You know, look at
I
him.
think that'd be like a
I can
canonical
get a
thing.
dinosaur on my Genshin team.
Through these legally distinct Pokemon, Aether can fly, dig through the earth, or charge foes like a Jurassic bull. He traveled across the land, searching far and wide, and finally stopped swinging that one-star dull blade.
Instead, picking up the prototype Rancor, which he wields like a beast thanks to the Swordmaster Skirk, and several straight days of training. What a grind set! Still, Traveler Sist kept eluding him, choosing to hang in the shadows with these Gluminati folk.
A group from Conria, the nation cursed by the gods for messing with the Abyss. Unbeknownst to Aether, his sister had already traveled to Vat in a journey that mirrored his own.
And at the end, she found... Well, we don't really know. Not yet, at least. But whatever
Yeah.
it is got her to side with the creepy villains. Lot twist!
Eventually, Aether reached the nation of Natlan to fight in its never-ending war with the Abyss. He gained the Pyro element, learning to launch fireballs and explosions combined of flame with lightning.
He didn't just dabble in fancy pyrotechnics. By connecting with the people there, Traveler achieved Night Soul's Blessing, a power-up state fueled by primordial element juice, strong enough to make a blade of fire hundreds of feet long.
Holy.
Yeah, that's strong enough to take down the heart of the Abyss, which is on the level of 5-star waifus like Mawika and the Raiden Shogun.
An Archon who, in ages past, sliced Yashiori Island in two.
That's cool, but how about when this Venti guy threw a whole-ass mountain? According to Paimon, Traveler can level a mountain himself.
Additionally, Aether learned how to use light energy to form a Kuvaki shield, something he used to protect the people of Nodcry by blocking a cannon blast with enough energy to obliterate a town.
This was no ordinary cannon either. It also uses Kavaki energy, so that's a beam of light.
Through all his adventures,
Yo.
Aether had come to genuinely
Aang
care
is
for
dead.
Tevet's people.
Okay.
Maybe one day he will reunite with his sister, but for now, he's fighting for a whole new world. His new home.
Ooh, you need a higher adventure rank for that.
Don't you worry, gang. I dumped all my savings into Primo Gems for this. We can't miss when those ice guys trying to kill the Traveler inevitably warm up to him. Still got it.
Oh, so that's why you're broke as shit.
To Aether, the journey has meaning. The birds of Tevet, the songs of its people, they are all part of it. Even if he's against the Abyss itself, a new dawn is somewhere just beyond the stars, and a field of flowers Lumine too loved. The battle's about to start, and if you like death battle music, some of your favorite
Go follow that, yes.
Album is in the description before
Yep.
August 10th, and pre-order a copy so you don't miss out.
So
And
JF
remember,
Bonken.
Archivist and Chronicler members get a discount. That's Death Battle.
And this is a really hard match to
the
call.
home of Death Battle.
You know, I feel like they're both very
Alright,
strong
the combatants
characters.
are set, and
You
we've
know,
run the data through all possibilities.
Yeah.
It's time for a death battle!
What the fuck? There's-
yeah. What?
I thought I just saw like KFC. Like, what the
Are
fuck?
set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time
What the hell?
I think you're just hungry, bro.
No, that.
Oh,
that's,
okay, never mind.
Bruh. Never call me hungry again, bro. Even though it's true.
battle!
That's crazy.
I will be rooting Aang. I don't care.
Two elements?
Yeah.
Come on, Aang.
They wouldn't kill a kid.
Surely. Okay, that's actually fucking.
That was cool.
Wait, what?
What's going on? Paimon goes treasure hunting for 2 minutes. Now everything is going
I feel like I'm in like Aang's perspective. I'm like, yo, what is this guy doing to me?
Cool glider. Can it do this?
Oh.
Come on, traveler! Get up! Never, ever, ever stop moving forward! Remember!
No one fights alone.
How many elements is that chasing after?
Bro, everything under the sun.
Yes, come on.
There we go.
For those who came before, and those who will follow. I am Avatar Aang, the last airbender.
Yeah, that's some unknown ass purple
And then
lightning.
that.
No, no, Egg, please, no.
Good night, son.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Traveler, but does this mean no treasure?
Great Aang, or not Aang. Great Traveler, you fucked it up. Now we have no more fucking avatars.
And but dailies are done.
It's over.
What a miss.
The cycle
was
is
an
all
interesting
over.
Pairing, so let's
You
break this
dick.
down by power, experience, speed, and elements.
First up, power. Aang and Traveler could both change the terrain of entire cities.
I mean, come
And
on.
they're way stronger than characters that can break
Yeah.
mountains. But at their peak, they're both tearing up islands.
Aang's avatar state made him on par with Kyoshi, who created and moved the island of Kyoshi. Similarly, Night Soul's blessing let Aether contend with Archon-level foes like the Raiden Shogun, who split Yashiori Island in two.
With an attack that even Vision Bearers weaker than Traveler can block. So he's definitely on that level.
Kyoshi Island is over 6 miles wide and long. Kyoshi moved the island 17 miles offshore in 2 seconds. So we have everything we need to calculate the amount of kinetic energy this would require.
Turns out it's basically the same as cutting through Yashiori Island, about 3,000 gigatons of TNT. so their power is tied up.
Which means comparing their experience is crucial.
Ether
That's just a
mastered
resume.
more elements than Aang, but the Avatar state gave Aang centuries of knowledge.
With the memories and abilities of past avatars, Aang's kit was so
Yo, you called it, bro.
Ether had no real answer for.
Not to mention, Aang's training was more focused. Traveler is skilled, sure, but his training was mostly just a means to finding his sister, while Aang's journey was all about mastering elements to combat other elements.
Experience narrowly goes to Aang. However, another important factor to consider is speed.
In terms of mobility, both could roughly match the other. If Traveler was immobilized with earthbending, he could just dig his way out as a dinosaur.
And Aang's airbending and glider meant he could easily counter Ether if he took flight.
But in terms of raw reaction speed, Traveler had it in the bag. Aang bending away lightning is crazy fast, but Traveler could dodge lightning much earlier in his journey, and now he can block that light-speed Kuvaki laser.
While lightning can move over 200,000 miles per hour, a beam of light can move 186,000 miles per second.
Over 3,000 times faster than Aang. Traveler takes speed by a landslide.
So this all came down to the elements. Who could turn the forces of nature against the other?
At first, I actually thought this was Aang's dub.
Ether's elemental control is remarkable, but most of his attacks are projectiles, spires, and very specific implements that Aang has bent away in the past. Aether has never shown the precision or creative flexibility that we've seen with Aang's bending.
But throw in the combos of elemental reactions and the script flips. Traveler could mix not just his elements, but also Aang's in ways that Aang could not. Bending was Aang's greatest strength, but also, against Traveler, a weakness.
Because Aang usually had one or more elements around him, it gave Aether an easy access point through these combinations. When Aang used fire, Aether could use lightning to catch him in an overload. If Aang used water, Traveler's electrocharge could paralyze him, and so on.
This isn't just a gameplay thing. Genshin characters like the lovely Lisa canonically say this is how the elements work.
And unlike Aang, Aether has fought multiple people who can use multiple elements. The longer the fight went on, the more Aether would trip Aang up with these combinations, some of which Aang could not bend.
Aang could redirect lightning, sure, but what about electro buzzsaws, or an electrified tornado, or dendroblasts of pure plant energy?
The Kavaki shield especially gave Aether a strong defense to
I actually kind of like that
Since it was
as like
made
a
of pure
final.
light, Aang had no way to remove it outside of
It's like they're
brute
just
force.
worlds are
By
different.
comparison, Aang's wind barrier wouldn't block Traveler's elements. It would actually merge with them and create more combos that would target Aang himself. Not a great situation to be in.
And since Aether's powers came from external earthly sources, like those statues, Aang could not depower him with energy bending, even if he theoretically overcame Aether's willpower.
Willpower that is strong enough to alter the fate of the entire world. Sorry, Aang, but elements goes to the Traveler. Cinching his victory. Either way you cut it, he was in his element.
Yeah.
The winner is the Traveler, Aether.
Okay,
That's a good
I'm
one.
ready for my cameo. Oh.
Next,
Sorry, buddy. You'll get him next time. Well,
Okay.
that was a
What do you think?
decent episode. I mean,
That's solid.
I'm not like entirely invested just because I only know Aang. I don't know Genshin like that, but it was still good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna act like I'm a big fan of either character or anything, or like I was hoping for this episode, but that was fun. Had a good time, you know.
I think I actually like the music and the analysis more than the episode itself. Ironically enough, I don't know. I don't feel like I usually don't feel like that, but I enjoyed what they had to say about it more.
Yeah.
What do you think's the next time, bud?
I've been thinking about this like this whole video. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Um,
always what we think about when it's a matchup we're not entirely.
making like a final prediction here, and I'm pretty sure I pretty much always say like Homer versus Peter.
I don't think it's
Let me switch it
cartoon.
up.
I don't think it's cartoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ken versus Aaron.
Hmm. You know what? I like that one.
If not that, then like a Wolverine matchup.
You know, I agree with you. Ninjago!
Oh shoot! No way.
Ninja! Oh,
No way.
versus fucking Bionicle? Is that what I just saw? Yo!
Subscribe.
Oh my god!
Thanks for watching.
Oh my
way.
god! Yo,
That's awesome.
I've been watching Dragons Rising. I've actually been watching Ninjago, like, as of recent. Yo, I don't know what Bionicle has, but all you need to know is Ninjago, like, characters range from, like, town level to, like, universal for some reason. And I'm not kidding. It's, like, no in between.
That's crazy. I didn't expect this to be our first Ninjago matchup, though.
This is a creative one.
That's a really good one. Brick by brick, bro.
Atom by atom! But, oh my goodness. Wait, that's actually so weird. This is, like, a new episode that, like, or at least, like, a concept I've never seen before, like, legitimately.
No.
Especially Bionicle. Like, what the fuck happens there? Huh. I guess I'm gonna be honest, Bionicle figures were the fucking coolest as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
at least cooler than Ninjago, but I don't know the whole story there, so that'll be a whole... I think this episode is honestly infinitely more interesting than what we just watched. Because
honestly.
Because what... I don't even know what one combatant can do, and then the other combatant, like... All I'm gonna say is that, like, Ninjago characters are so nerfed. Like, they pull off a universal feat, and then, like, in the next season, they're, like, getting tied up with rope, and they don't explain it. Like, they don't really care. So this is just kind of like a funny situation. Let's see if Bionicle has any, like, crazy level feats. I think as a base, though, I think all the ninjas are, like, star, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bionicle got that, but shit. I mean, I will be there for that.
What can Bionicle do?
Uh,
Bionicles are cool. I don't really know them, but what can they do? What can he do? I don't know.
I don't know what Bionicles can do. I think that's, like, the first time I'm like, okay, I'm happy to watch this episode to figure out what the fuck this guy can do. Because I always just thought Bionicle was cool, because I love the figures, but... Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
Can we watch that trailer one more time?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Come on,
Because as soon as I saw the weapons, like the 4 Spinjitzu Master, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
dude,
God,
that's
dude.
so cool. Brick Bright. Oh my god.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
That's really fun.
Dude. We will be there.
We will be there. Suit and
But
tie.
I will put the suit and tie on. Any final thoughts? I mean, now excited for the next one, and this was just a decent episode. Happy that at least Aang got a decent one. I think this is the first, like, good Avatar episode.
I mean, Korra vs. Storm was okay.
It was okay. I think
It was okay.
Zuko versus Shoto was fine. It was just, like, kind of standard, you know?
Yeah, subpar.
I think this one was, like, a real good one.
Yeah, this one was actually, like, a good one. I wish there was a little more back and forth between the characters, but I guess it's hard when one of the main characters you're using is a kind of blank slate.
Yeah. Well,
But overall, I had a good time.
yeah, I agree. Well, any final thoughts to say to the audience? All I can say is get your popcorn for this next one. That's all I gotta say.
We will be there. We will be there.
Amen, hallelujah, wallahi, bamaklat.